Today, we'll practice a sequence of core work and standing balances to help wake up the center of the body, and you need no equipment at all. So come down onto your back, bend your knees, take your arms up by your ears. As you exhale, press your lower back down into the mat. As you inhale, lift it up. Exhale through the mouth, press the lower back down. Inhale to lift it up. Exhale, pressing the lower back down, draw your chin towards your chest. Inhale, lift it up. One more time, keeping the legs very light. Exhale, press the lower back down. Inhale, lift it up. And now as you exhale, either press the lower back all the way down, like I'm doing here, so it's very hard to put your hands under your back, or press it down partially so that you can slip a couple of fingers underneath your low back and your pelvis is in neutral. The low back is in neutral. Everything's in neutral. So your choice, either imprinted low back for a little more support or neutral low back to make this more challenging. And then keep the arms relaxed by your ears. Extend both legs up to the ceiling. As you exhale, keep your lower back just as you placed it as you press the right leg towards the floor. Inhale it up. Exhale, stretch that left leg away. Now you don't have to go low. Inhale it up. You only have to go as far as you need to feel the abdominals and the pelvic floor wake up without changing those lower back areas. Take this 2 more times. Exhale, stabilize the core so the low back doesn't move, the pelvis doesn't move. Inhale the leg up. Exhale, stabilize the core. Reach that leg away. Inhale it up. Now, 1 more time on each side. Feeling the power of that deep, low abdominal area. And then exhale, hands behind your head. Keep your chin close to your chest and lift your elbows up to the ceiling. Now as you exhale, bend your knees. Keep your knees and your feet just slightly apart as you lower your shins to parallel with the floor. On your next exhalation, curl your upper back up. Stretch that right leg away. Inhale, bring it back into neutral. And as you exhale, stabilize, reach that other leg away. Now again, exhale, only take this leg to where you can go with that stable low back. Take this a few more times, nice and slow. You're going to keep your elbows lifted, just like this. Now keep the upper back lifted as you lift your legs up to the ceiling. Let your head relax down into your arms, like your arms are a hammock, so that your upper back lifts, but your head drops back. Exhale, both legs away. Inhale them up. Exhale away. Inhale them up. So now you're feeling those upper abdominals as well, and your low back still stays stable. Those lower abdominals and the pelvic floor are stabilizing that low back. 1 more. And then inhale, pull everything into your center. Exhale, roll onto your side. Rest your head and lift your side waist away from the floor. Use your fingertips on the floor at first. Keep the side waist lifted as you lift the feet. Inhale, lower the feet just an inch or 2. Exhale, lift them up. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Now try balancing. Breathing here. Keep your heels back. Don't let them swing forward of your hips. So you feel the side waist and the inner legs waking up. And then exhale, roll onto your back as slowly as you can. Roll to the other side. Rest your head. Exhale, lift your side waist and lift your legs. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Keep going your breath. Remember to keep your heels back. And this last time, hold the legs up. Maybe play with the balance. Shoulders away from the ears. Waist lifted. On your next exhalation, bend your knees as slowly as you can. Roll onto your back. Shins parallel to the floor. Lift up your upper back and let your head relax into your hands. Now, as you exhale, pull those knees in a little closer. Inhale here, tight little ball. Exhale as you reach the legs out. Inhale, pull in closer. Exhale, reach. Inhale, draw those knees in. Exhale, reach. 3 more times. Let your breath control the movement. Last one. Hug the knees in, rest the head for a moment. Make sure it's your upper back that's pressing into the mat. As you lift up, your head can relax back a little bit into your hands. And as you exhale, twist to the right, straighten this right leg. Inhale, center, lift the heart. Exhale, twist left, straighten left leg. Inhale, center. Now we're going to begin to roll 3-dimensional core. Take one more simple twisting action here before we begin to roll onto our sides. Inhale. Now as you exhale, straighten that right leg. Roll to your right side. Inhaling as you straighten both legs. So now this is familiar. Exhale, lift your side waist, lift your feet. Inhale, bend your knees and very slowly resist the pull of gravity to come to center. Lift your heart. Exhale, twist left, straighten the left leg. Inhale, roll to your side and straighten both legs. Exhale, lift your side waist, lift your feet. Inhale, bend your knees and put your low back down as slowly as you can onto the mat. Exhale, twist right, straighten right leg. Inhale, roll to that right side, lifting the right side waist. Exhale as you lift your feet also. Inhale, roll to your back, resist gravity. Exhale, twist left, straighten left leg. Inhale, roll to that left side. So notice I'm flexing my feet. Exhale, lift the waist, lift the feet. One more time to each side. Inhale, roll to your back. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, roll to your right side. Exhale, lift. Inhale, roll to your back, resisting gravity. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, roll to left side. Exhale, lift. Inhale, roll to your back. Exhale, take hold behind your thighs now. Round your back, push your thighs away. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, scoop in those abdominals, press the thighs away. So take this a few times. Just pressing the legs forward. Eventually starting to roll up. And at first you might feel like you need a little momentum, especially if it's morning and the spine feels tight. You might push a little more with the legs. Inhale at the top. Exhale as you roll down as slowly as you can. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale to roll up. Inhale at the top. These shins stay parallel to the floor. Exhale as you roll down. This time we're going to roll all the way up to stand. Plant the feet. Inhale as you come all the way up to Tadasana, mountain. Now as you exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees just a little bit. Take the heels slightly further apart. So as you exhale again, draw the navel in and take the right leg back. Standing leg stays unlocked, so that's a little bit bent. Shin pressing forward, thigh bone pressing back. Lift up out of that left hip so you're not sinking into the standing leg, especially that knee or that ankle. Lift up out of that hip as you reach the leg back.
Now spread the toes on that lifted foot. Open up the arms wide. You can always do this near a wall if you like to touch the wall for balance. Take 2 more deep breaths. So you're still engaging those deep core muscles that we just woke up. You're using them to balance now. Deep breath in, full breath out. Exhale, fingertips to the floor. Bend your standing leg as much as you need to. Inhale, lift that right leg high. And as you exhale, step it down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Now, pick up again, pelvic floor, deep low abdominals before you begin to lift that other leg. And keep your standing leg unlocked. Keep your eyes focused on one point. And then lift the standing hip up away from the standing foot. Draw in and up, pelvic floor, deep low abdominals. Spread the toes on that lifted foot. Maybe reach your arms out and breathe. So the chest stays open like you're in cobra. And your abdominals stay strong. Look at the difference between when I let my low back take over and when I use my abdominals. Now, pelvic floor, act like you're trying to magnetize your legs and draw them towards each other. Help wake up that inner leg and the floor of the pelvis. So, one more deep breath. And then fingertips to the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, fold, lifting that left leg. And set it down. Inhale, relax your upper body for a moment. Shake out the head and the neck. And as you exhale, let the arms hang, let the head hang. Just starting to come up to standing. Inhale to come all the way up. And exhale as you fold forward. Now, as you inhale, once again, you're drawing in through the core, lifting that right leg, but your legs are magnetized. They're trying to draw back together as you lift that back leg up. Right fingertips can come to the floor or to a wall if you have one, and then twist a little to the left. This time, flex your lifted foot. Push through the heel, keeps both knees slightly bent. And then optional, reach that left arm up to the ceiling. Deep breath in here. Full breath out, shoulders away from the ears. And slowly unwind, stepping that right foot down. Take as long as you like to relax through the upper body. Notice if you've created any tension in the jaw or the neck. And then exhale, gather in through those deep low abdominals. This time, left leg will rise. Left fingertips can come to your wall or to your floor. Reach out and flex that lifted foot. Twist your ribcage a little bit to the right as you breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. A little bend in the knees, keeping you buoyant, lifting that right hip up away from the floor. Maybe reach your top arm up. And press your top palm into an imaginary wall. Deep breath here. And then slowly take it down. Don't worry if the legs are not high away from the floor. None of that matters. Focus on starting from the core. We woke up these core areas and now we're using them to balance. Stabilizing. Balancing on the arms, this will be our last posture. Step back to your plank position. You can hold plank as it is here. You can also take yourself down to your forearms, especially if the wrists are bothering you or if you want more core challenge. When you're ready, turn onto your right palm or forearm. Make sure your right shoulder stays underneath, just above your right elbow. And then take that left arm up to the sky. To modify, for more stability, take your top leg over. Push into that top leg. Even if you're keeping your legs stacked, lift your hips a little higher. Remember that sensation of lifting from the side waist? Lift up through that side waist. And then switch sides. Left palm or left forearm down. Inhale, reach the top arm up. Now make sure this top hand does not swing behind you. Instead, press it forward so your shoulders stay back. Your shoulder blades stay in a good neutral position. Optional, cross that top leg over to modify. Whether the top leg is lifted or anchored, lift your hips. Lift this sideways up away from the floor. Take one more big breath in, shoulders back. And exhale, come all the way down. Rest in child's pose or shavasana.